What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can tell by the title, something that I've noticed since the pre-orders for the new Age of the Primes wave has gone up, and a lot of people online have noticed, is that the primes in this wave, Solus Prime, Prima, and Fallen, are doing extremely well. They all sold out on Hasbro Pulse, and they are the only figures in the wave that have sold out with the pre-orders. And they're doing really well on other websites as well. And it's really interesting that we're getting these 13 primes now, and people are just going crazy over these with speculations and theories online on what they're going to do with the rest of the 13 members in the next year or two when those inevitably come out. And just the overall hype around the community with these 13 prime figures finally getting made. It really has set the precedent for what's to come in the future with these guys. And it's really going to give Hasbro an extra incentive. They're going to be like, oh, look at this. All these Transformers fans are loving these 13 Prime releases. Let's do more. Let's do a Zeta Prime. Let's do a more G1 design for Prima. Let's do a different design for Solus, and let's do the more aligned continuity design for Amalgamus, or Transformers 1 here for Sentinel, or, you know, so many different options because there's so many different designs for a lot of these 13 Prime members to do for the future within generations. Like, they have at least like 4 or 5 years of content and figures to release in the Generations line, just based off of the 13 Primes and the lore behind that. So they're definitely going to want to milk the whole 13 Prime angle now that Hasbro has seen that these are really going to start selling well within the fandom. So expect a lot of different Prime releases centered around the 13 in the next few years, especially with this trilogy obviously being Age of the Primes. They're going to be doing that. But I'm more so talking about releases after the fact. Like, I'm talking 2027, 2028, 2029. We're going to be getting even more Primes probably because of how well these are going to start selling. And we're already seeing that with Wave 1 being sold out on Hasbro Pulse with Prima, Solus, and Fallen. And it's really crazy times in the Transformers mythos and fandom and just releases that Hasbro are doing. I mean, I remember when I was a little kid getting into line continuity in the Transformers Prime cartoon, and I'm seeing the 13 Primes, I'm looking at their designs online and just the overall history, and I'm like, man, it would be so cool to get an Amalgamus. It would be so cool to get a Solus, a Nexus. And now look at this. Fast forward to 2024 going into 2025, we're finally getting a Generations Fallen mainline release when we were stuck with that crappy titanium figure from like 18 years ago. And we're finally getting a Solus, a Prima, even though I don't like the G1 head. It should have been a line continuity. I don't like it when they Frankenstein the designs, like putting a G1 head with an aligned continuity body or whatever example you want to throw out there. But it's really cool to see people have an appreciation for these characters because they're basically glop shittos. They're no-name characters that barely appear in any form of media. We're just now starting to get them appear more in Transformers 1, in the main line with the toys. In recent years, aligned continuity, the comic books with IDW, we're just now seeing them actually appear and get more so backgrounds and characterizations the last 10 or so years, which has led to them finally getting figures. And I really do like this. The future does seem really bright for future Prime releases centered around the 13 and beyond. That Star Convoy release is crazy. Like, for $150 for that, sign me up. I definitely want to get that at some point next year. And overall, I'm really excited to see what Hasbro does for the future of the Primes. Just the overall community reception with all the fan theories online with how they're going to handle the future figures. It's amazing to see. I love it. This is when the Transformers fandom is at its best, at its peak, and I hope it only gets better from here on out with these 13 Primes. But yeah, guys, keep on supporting these Primes. If you want to get like a Zeta Prime in the future or whatever, or name whatever other C D-list Prime you want to throw out there. But yeah, guys, so let me know down in the comments below how do y'all feel about the overall popularity and hype within the Transformers fandom recently with the 13 Prime characters finally getting made in the Hasbro mainline Generations toy line. All my social medias are linked down below, including my email if you guys want to hit me up about business inquiries, if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to commission commission a diorama from me because I make dioramas for people for their stop motions, photography, or your regular display shelves in your homes. You could either hit me up on any of my social media accounts or just email me and we can work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye!